Good morning, everyone. Rise and shine every day. Children, today we are going to learn adverbs and degrees of comparison. We will also learn the position of adverbs from my English folder. So let's start. Before that, we should know what is the objective of this chapter. So students will be able to identify and use adverbs as modifier to express time, place, manner, degree and frequency. They will understand how adverb enhance a sentence. Now before that we should know what is the definition. What do you mean by adverbs? Adverbs are words that modify and give additional information about verbs, adjective or other adverbs. For example, Ram speaks clearly. So, it modifies verb speaks. They are extremely tired. It modifies the adjective tired. They spoke very softly. This modifies the adverb softly. So in all these sentence children, you have seen that it has give some additional information about verb, adjective or adverbs. Now what are different kinds of adverbs? First is manner, second is time, then place, degree, attitude and frequency. So these are different kinds of adverbs. Let's learn in detail what is adverb of manner. It tells us how or in what manner an action is done. Examples: the players practiced sincerely. The king fought bravely in the battle. Ram wrote his exam test paper carefully. So children, all these words like easily, happily, angrily, leisurely, fast, slowly, all these are adverb of manner because they tell the manner of an action. Now adverb of place. It tells us where or what place an action took place. For example, my friends lives here. I saw her somewhere. They are going out. So children, these here, somewhere, out and some of the words like there, upstairs, in, out, everywhere, behind, around. This indicates the place of an action. So all these are adverbs of place. Adverbs of time. It indicates the action of the time of action and answer the question when. Recently I spoke to her. She replied at once. The boys are sleeping now. So these words like recently, at once and now. Soon, late, lately, today, yesterday, nowadays, still, yet, afterwards. All these shows the time of an action. So these are adverbs of time. Now adverbs of degree. It indicate intensity of action and answer the question how much. Example, the story was very scary. Very is degree. It's showing how scary? Very. She is quite fast in calculation. How fast? Quite. He almost fell asleep when the movie ended. So almost shows how much, how asleep he feel, how sleepy he feel, almost. So these words like completely, enough, extremely, nearly, hardly, only, to. These words express degree, intensity of an action. So all these are adverbs of degree. Now adverbs of frequency. It indicates how often an action takes place and answer the question how often. He rarely visits the park. So how often he visits? Rarely. Ram often helps his father in cooking. So how often? Often. Chaitanya visits her friend occasionally. So how often? Occasionally. So these words like sometimes, sometimes, seldom, usually, once a month, hardly, rarely, always, never. These shows the frequency of doing frequency of an action. So these are adverb of frequency. Now adverb of attitude. It shows in what attitude an action is carried. For example, he confidently attempted the exam. David luckily survived from COVID-19. She willingly participated in the competition. Children, all these words like confidently, luckily, willingly, surely, certainly, hopefully, probably, all these words shows an attitude of an action. So all these are adverb of attitude. Now let's see what is the degrees of comparison. So let us understand the positive, comparative and superlative degrees of comparison of adverbs. So Mohan worked hard. So this shows the positive degree. Now Rajan worked harder than Mohan. This shows the comparative degree. We are comparing Rajan and Mohan. And see children, there is a word then also. So whenever we are doing comparison, then word is always there. Now Nalin worked the hardest among all. So now we are comparing Nalin with everyone. So this is the superlative degree. And there is article the. Whenever we are writing superlative, there is article the. Now children, you can see some of the example of positive, comparative and superlative degree. So we can, like for example, there is a word carefully. So we can add word more. So more carefully, it becomes comparative. So some of the words we can add more and most, we can make comparative, and then with most we can make superlative degree. But there are some words with which we add like far and it becomes farther. So er word is added and we can make in this way also. Then there is word farthest, est is added, it is the superlative degree now. There are like some words also like badly. Badly completely changes like worse, worst. Now again late, later, latest. Well, better, best. Much, more, most. Now position of adverb. Depending on their function and type, adverb can be placed at the beginning, at the end, or sometimes in the middle of a sentence as well. Like she immediately made a plan to go to Kashmir. So this is the in the beginning we are putting. Now she is very confident. In the middle we are writing. So most of the time degrees are added in the middle. He signed the agreement readily. So readily is at the end of the sentence. So it depends upon the sentence where to put a adverb. Now children, this is the assignment. Take English newspaper and try to identify adverbs and their kinds. Thank you.